Hi, so my name is Belinda Salceda. I am introducing Introduction to Comprehension, ECED 180, Language and Literacy Development by Belinda Salceda, which is me. Teaching the anchor text lesson, it opens up the door to analytical reading on the student who sees some pictures or snapshots of their thinking and writing while reading. It also helps the student to use specific text to make logic connection between the words of the text. And sometimes books may have to be read aloud twice to recap key details especially for those English language learners and or developing new readers. Okay. It brings the student into lesson once you have modeled a process. So invite the student to come and do some reading with you or to model it, or they can read by themselves. Then allow them time to model to you a process they have learned. Ask them to read it back at you, or allow them space for them to read it to other children or to read by themselves. On the first date lesson, we want to introduce the reading of the book to make sure that we add a lot of detail into the introduction of the book. So introducing the author's name, introducing a little bit of what the book's about. Ask them questions to the children to see if they know the book, or if they have some thinking of what the book will be about. Read the book aloud and present your thinking aloud again to incorporate any details from the book. So bring as much as you can to the introduction of the book into the children's uh, reading session. Invite the students to share their thoughts with other students and encourage to write down some words that they are thinking while the lesson. The second lesson would be selecting keyword phrases, then linking them to the word tone of the author's purpose. So basically, just as we're reading the book, we just want to write down some keywords from the text. Write them down on the whiteboard or on a white piece of paper. Read those words and phrases out. Ask the children about the use by the author. So meaning that ask the children what they think the tone of the voice of the author is on certain phrases. Have them pronounce them back to you, and just categorize the tone of the word of the author when he wrote that book. Invite the student to pair share and use it to figure out a tone. That's what I just mentioned. I'll just, pair and share, have the children participate um, among them and work together to figure it out, what the tone of the author is. Sometimes we can have multiple. Um, More than likely, we'll have multiple thinking, multiple thoughts, and that's okay. We'll just want to bring everything that they're thinking to the table. The third lesson helps the students build framework, and in order for them to do that, we have to provide that background knowledge. As teachers, we need to bring as much details to help them, and in order to do that, we got to model our ideas, our thinking, our thoughts out loud, thinking out loud, recapping uh, maybe sometimes, like I mentioned before, we have to reread the book twice, maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times for those English language learners or for those that are building the reading and thinking skills. And always engage the students. You always get more out of it because you get uh, multiple thoughts, and that would build even a higher um, framework as we get in multiple ideas from different children. Um, that is, this is my comprehension on the chapter that I read for our teaching reading skills. All right, thank you so much. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.